Hello everyone. This video begins our exploration of section 3.2 on substitution and elimination. In our last video, we talked about substitution briefly and we did an example, but before we move on to elimination, I'd like to make sure that substitution is firm and that we understand when to use substitution or when it's advantageous. Either method works in pretty much every situation, but yeah, let's go ahead and jump into substitution again for this example where our system has two equations, equation 1 and 2. Equation 1 says x equals y plus 2. Equation 2 is x plus y equals 3. Well, notice equation 1 already has x solved for. That alludes to it being advantageous for us to use substitution. So instead of, I'll use a different color. Instead of thinking of x down here as x in the second equation, because x is y plus 2 in the first equation, we can substitute it in for x down here. Let me show you what I mean in more detail. So using equation 1, so I'll say substituting equation 1 into equation 2, we have, so instead of x we have y plus 2, so now we have y plus 2 plus y equals 3. Now we can combine some like terms. We get 2y on the left side plus 2 equals 3. We can subtract 2 from both sides. And then we get 2y equals 1. So 2y equals 1, and so that means that y is 1/2. Awesome. Now, we've solved for y. We got y is 1/2. But to solve a system, you want to solve for both variables. So note that equation 1 tells us that x is y plus 2. X is y plus 2. So x is y, which is 1/2, plus 2. So this is 2.5, or as an improper fraction, it would be 5/2. Awesome. So we've got our solution, and I'll write it in the form you usually find it in, 5/2, 1/2. That is the solution to this system, because 5/2 is 2 more than 1/2. And if you add these two together, you do get 3. So we just checked our solution, that the solution is indeed a solution to this system. So that's solving another system using substitution. Now what we're going to do is we're going to talk about solving a system via elimination. So let me clear off the board and then we'll get into that. Guys, now what we're going to do is we're going to solve this example via elimination. So with elimination, it's different from substitution. With substitution, you pretty much already have a variable solved for when you use it, or it's very easy to solve for that variable. But with elimination, it takes a couple of steps to solve for a variable, or at least in a case like this, it takes a couple of steps. So what we're going to do instead is use elimination to solve this system. Now, what I'd like to do is I'd like to eliminate y from this equation, because we have 4y and 8y. 4 and 8 are, or 4 rather, divides 8, right? 4 times 2 gives you 8. So I'm going to focus in on the y variable. I want to eliminate y. Well, one nice way to do that is to take both sides of this equation and just multiply both sides by a factor of -2. Here's what this will do. It will take this equation and turn it into -10x minus 8y equals -44. And then the second equation is still the same. Minus 3x plus 8y is 18. Okay, so now notice these match up except they have opposite signs. So now what we can do is we can just take these equations and add them together. So when we add these two equations together, with the x's we get minus 13x. On the right-hand side, we get minus 26 after you compute this. We're adding these two together. And then dividing by minus 13 leaves us with x is 2. So x in this example is 2. We've found x is 2 via eliminating y. But now what we can do is we can just substitute x back into our equation to determine what y is. So, for example, using equation 2, we would have -3 times 2 plus 8 times y is 18. Well, this is the same as -6 plus 8y is 18. So we can add 6 to both sides, which leaves us with 8y is 24. And then dividing by 8 leaves us with y is 3. So the solution to this system is the point 2, 3. This is x, y. This is our solution to this system via elimination. So I think that's going to be it for this video. In the next video, we'll wrap up section 3.2, maybe with some more examples, and then we'll keep on trucking along and hopefully finish out chapter 3 within the next week. So I hope you guys have a terrific day. I hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you in the next one.